Okay, I'm bored. You're bored. Let's get this over with. Well, I pulled out the what ifs of a hat, and this one got picked. And who knows, I might even be able to post another video of a random what if later on today. Time will tell. Anyway, let's we left off. We left off with Deku just be rewarded for his win against Baki when he hears a phone ring. He answers it. It's like, hello. His mom's dad's like, Izuku, what are you, what are you doing at Momo's phone? He's like, huh? Oh, uh, and what's this about? This is Momo's phone. Put her on. He's like, fine. And he wakes up. I was like, are you ready to go again? It's like, no, this is your, your father's on the phone. It's like, oh shit. He, he, her father is on speaker, so she heard that. He heard that. It's like, oh no, this can't be really happening. He's like, yes, father. I was wondering why you didn't come home last night. I went to check your room to find something you should have put away. It's like, wait, you found your doll? Yeah. And I was kind of thinking like, why would you have every detail that I can see is correct, but there's one thing I was surprised. Like, oh, I mean the anaconda. You're like, yeah. And she's like, you have one hell of an imagination. Like, no, I know what it looks like. He showed me. In fact, he told me the one I had before size was wrong, so that's why the one's so bigger. Like, what? He showed you? Yeah, remember the day when he went through my room and like he saw the incorrect measurements and he gave me a preview. He didn't. Yeah, he did. But don't worry, I'll get rid of it when I get home. I mean, it's not like I need it anymore. he's he's crying on the inside. He's like he looks at the dog like and he feels inferior. He's like, oh, if I'm not careful, this kid's gonna feel more than just my pockets. That's what he's thinking. He wouldn't dare say it out loud. He's still in Momo's room. He's just thinking, okay, what should I say this? Well, he says, let's just get rid of this conversation. He's like, all right, just be careful, and I'll see you when you get home. Like, yeah. And then he here's Toga and the other girls. You know, Uraka, Froppy, yada yada. It's like, oh my god, he's insatiable. Like, and remember one thing. It's like, what is it, Dad? I'm too young to be a grandfather. And he hangs up. It's like, what was thinking? Like, oh. she just laughs. You know, so, and he says, Deku just trying to say, what is it? He's worried that you're going to knock me up. Like, I won't. Not unless you want me to. She blushes a little bit, but she isn't nervous. She's like, yeah, I'm surprised you haven't already. He just scoffs. He just goes to the shower. Like, Toga falls at him because right now she's like she wants some private time with him. and they're just getting clean and dirty at the same time. You know it happens. Like it go about to walk in when she's just thinking like, she's like, before she opens the door, she's like, please be dressed, please be dressed, please be dressed. She opens it and just sees the only ones that are dressed are Deku and Toga. It's like, damn it, boy. It's like, what? So help me God, if I, you better not make me a grandma yet. Oh no, no, don't worry about that. I'm not gonna be a dad anytime soon. I'm still in high school. Yeah. So, so just be careful. I'm still too young to. Wait, you count as young? If she if she hits him in the balls, like, ugh, it stings a bit, but not nearly as much as it could. All things considered, like, oh, I'm sorry to think you don't even want to be a grandma. If you don't stop playing, I will make sure that you never become a granddad, dad, or whatever. Wait, no, you could. Yes, I'm thinking about getting the scissors. It's like, oh God, yeah. Unless you want to get clipped, you better behave. Like, oh damn, like, oh, she's serious. That look in her eyes is like she is serious. She looks like she'll do it while asleep. She'll drug me if she has to. He's just thinking this like, okay, whatever. Let's let me just wake everyone up while we can get to school. Like, fine, whatever. Just hurry up and get out of here. And I think you need to change your sheets. It's like, huh, whatever. It's just give me some time. Fine. And he wakes up the rest of the girls and probably just looking at us with big smile saying, huh, did you like my tongue work? It's like, oh yes. Yes I did. I wonder what else that tongue can do. You might find out later on tonight. Little Rocky is like, damn, Poppy, you are blunt as shit. I didn't think you would go that far. It's like, oh yeah, he, you know Rocky, he's that good. Can't deny. Let's cut back to Melo's dad. He's waiting patiently in his living room for his daughter to come back. He and then his wife just walks in. He's like, what's wrong? He's like, Zuki Mordoya plowed our daughter. He's like, well, you could you could just say it like he slept with her. You just say, let's say, it's like, have you been to her room? No, not lately. But why just go in there, go into her room, and you'll know why I said that. She's like, fine, whatever. She goes into her mom's room and sees the doll. He didn't put it away. He's like, and she's like, what? Like, huh? Damn, my daughter has good taste. It's like, she's like, she's like, she said this, and he's just like, and just walks back in. It's like, did you? Yeah, I saw that. Yes, like then she looks at him. It's like, you should be on a diet. You should see what he does for his training. It's like, oh, it's like that. Yeah. You saw you saw that doll. Yeah, it's like that. It's like, damn, that's some cool shit. That's some real shit. Oh man, this is he's just in his head. Yep, I knew it. I was right. My was gonna feel more in my pockets. He's just thinking about, okay, I just gotta keep him distracted with fights. And luckily, he goes to the same school as my daughter. Oh no, that's even worse. He goes to the same school as my daughter. And he's just like, thinking, okay, I need to find someone, anyone to fight him. Maybe then he'll be too preoccupied. Okay, think. He makes some calls trying to look for anyone who's willing to fight Deku, but he, but since he just used a Baki Hanma, since Deku beat him, not getting as many fights as he would if he just started up. He wanted to make as much money as he could, as fast as he could. And he's just thinking, okay, let me think. Wait, there's one person I know who might take this fight. He calls him and says, "Hey, it's me. You saw my guy fight yesterday, didn't you?" Like, yeah, what of it? Oh, you want your guy want a piece of him? Yeah, I think he would. Why? Well, let's just say I'm I'm up for a fight. What about you? Yeah, but not now. My guy's on leave. What? Yeah, he's busy, so you're gonna have to wait if you want this fight to happen. Fine. When is he coming back? Whenever he wants to. And he hangs up on Momo's dad. It's just okay. So I have a fight scheduled, but I don't know when it could happen. I really wonder if I'm doing the right thing here. Mom seems to actually like this boy, but well, I can see there's a lot of other women that like him. Oh, this is hellish. And he decides to go in his room when sees his wife isn't there. You know, like, what the? He, he's walking around looking for her, and then he just hears a moans. Like he's just hearing it. He's hearing a bad frame just get getting busted. It's like he walks in and just sees a maid and his wife just saying playing with dolls. At least Momo's doll that she specifically made for special occasions. And he's like, "Oh, you gotta be shitting me." She's like, "Um, yeah. You see, you don't always have time. You're usually busy as hell, but and uh, at times it's so much to besides shopping to fill my hours." And he's like, "It's like you're filling more than your hours." Oh yeah, I definitely am. Like I did expect my mother to have such an imagination. He's like, oh, I can't. Yeah, right now I can't really tell her that those sizes aren't exaggerated. It's like she she learns that those things that's is real. that anaconda is real. She's gonna lose her shit. And he did sign a prenup, so he didn't make sign a prenup, so he's definitely being wary. She's like, huh. I want to talk whenever she gets back. I was like, yeah, whatever. And he just closes the door, just walks away, just to hear her and her mate start moaning again. So it's like, oh damn it, what have I done? And then Momo shows up. She's home, like, after school. She, she's saying like, hey, I'm home, Dad. He runs up and hugs her, just like, oh, thank God you're back. He's like, I'm so happy you came home. Of course I came home. I live here. She's like, at least for now. Well, don't leave. Please don't leave me alone. She's like, you're not alone. You have servants. Or you have moms. Like, yeah, yeah, that's right. But so don't worry now. I'm gonna get rid of that. No, I just need to get to my room. It's like, wait, let's talk first. Let's have some father daughter time. Come on, I'll take you shopping. It's like, uh, all right. And they go on their little shopping spree. They talk, just spending time together as father and daughter. She's having fun, but she's trying her best to find out like why is he suddenly so invested in me? Because mind you, he's not an ass, but he's one of those rich people who don't really have time to spend with their kids. He's mainly like one of those working guys or working rich people who work is what they spend most of their time on. She's trying to figure out why, but and then they come home. Almost mom gives her a hug saying, "Where have you been?" And she says, "I'm with Dad. I came by, but he just said he wanted to spend some time with me." Oh, okay. Well, anyway, I'll talk to you. Come talk to me when after you know situate your rooms. Like, right. And she heads to her room. She sees a doll, luckily in the same place. And she's like, "Huh, that's weird. This why is why is the end kind of warm?" She's like, then she says, "No." She's like, "Oh no, I really messed up, didn't I?" She knows what happened. At least she knows why her dad wanted to spend time with her. This today of all days. She's like, so that's what it was, huh? And she goes to see her mom. It's like, oh honey, I was wondering about something. He's like, you were wondering about the doll? She's like, yeah, I was wondering why you just made those specific measurements. It's just irks me. It's just has my attention. Like, well, it's not an exaggeration. What? She, and she tells her mom, was like, oh yeah, he told me that the measurements of well, the big boy was wrong. I didn't believe him, so he just showed me. Actually, after this festival, he showed all the women in our class. Like, what? And she's saying, not only is this dude bold enough just to drop his pants in front of a bunch of girls, he he's packing that. he's making that much in those draws. He's like, oh yeah, uh, my my daughter's gonna, she's gonna not gonna be bored with this boy. She's not thinking about going after Deku herself. At least not yet. Not unless I make it so. But she's thinking like about her husband. She's like, oh no, the fact that I actually did that and he caught me. He's like, she's really thinking about it. Like, yeah, I screwed up, didn't I? Eh, and then Mama's dad's just like, he just sneezes like, it's like, oh, I hope I'm not getting sick. So, yeah, I need this fight to work. Come on. So, and her mom just keeps talking. It's just like, just be careful. She's like, huh, Dad told me the same thing. Like, did he? Yeah, he was surprised about Izuku's potential as well. He's like, yeah, I bet he was. But yes, I'm too young to be a grandmother. She's like, yes. But you wouldn't mind if you were given a kid, now would you? It was like, no, I wouldn't do that to you. I'm like, what? Really? He's like, no, of course not. Besides, if I, I love your father, he's like, yeah, I figured that, and you're still with him after what you just went through. It's like, well, it wasn't just me. Like, what? Like, yeah, one of the maids want to go around with it too. Like, oh God, yes, I'm definitely getting rid of it now. Wait, what? That yes, I am not going to have that here. Like, what? He's like, really? You ask me why? What? You, you and Dad and God knows how many other servants saw it. You said one of the maids used it, and right now you want you're thinking about having me keep it in my room. It's like, no. It's bad enough Dad saw it. It's bad enough that you used it, but if it's still here, Dad is going to have a constant reminder of how insignificant his member is compared to Deku's. Huh. That's actually very considerate of you. At least consider it for your father. It's like, where you're going at? It's like, well, your dad is always busy and everything. He doesn't really have time for me, and you go shopping every day. I don't think you spend as much time with him as he would want either. And now you just have time to play with something I created just specifically for my amusement as well as practice. Like, practice. It's like, oh yeah, but that's actually another reason why I was going to get rid of it. This doll doesn't do everything that the original does. What? Oh yeah. Yeah, she just has flashbacks to everything Izuku does, and she gets a little more moist, and it's like he's just thinking about it. He's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be spending the night with Izuku tonight. He's like, so don't worry, I'm just gonna put all this stuff in the furnace. Like, wait, there's more. Yeah, I have a whole closet full of body pillows and whatever. It's like, okay, I'm sorry. Okay, Stay right here. I'm gonna be right back. And she dashes to Momo's room just to see like how obsessed is my daughter with this one boy. And she opens the closet and sees everything just fall out. She sees the body pills and everything. She's like, wow, this boy must not only be strong, but, well, considering what he's packing, he has to be strong. Let's say she didn't really look at Deku's matches. She only really focused on Momo's performances. She's she's thinking like, huh, maybe having him as a bodyguard isn't a good idea. And then Deku arrives, looking for his money. He finds Mr. Yujiro, and he's just like, hey, like, oh God, it's you. You're here to take everything from me. He's like, what? I'm just here for my pay for after being Baki. Hanma. It's like, oh, right. Here. He gives him like 2 million, but just like, how much did you make on that fight? Not as much as I thought. That people started to back out unexpectedly, and when they started seeing you wail on the strongest creature's son. Really? Alright. Whatever. Just. When's my next fight? Uh, I don't know. I do have a guy who's lined up for you, but he's just on vacation. Huh. Whatever. He's about to walk out when the maid stops and is like, "Excuse me, are you Miss Zuko Midoriya?" She's like, "Yeah, what's up?" So, come with me for a second. There's something I need to discuss with you. Mm, mm, whatever. And the bum uglies, seriously, they go into the maid's room. I'm gonna say they do have housing for the staff, at least the ones who want to stay close enough. Like, on the other maids, they're they're hearing the headboard just hanging a wall. They're wondering like, what the fuck is that? She hear groaning and just asking for more. She's going crazy on Deku. She's like, and Deku's just like, huh? I did not expect to be this popular, but oh well. And he just picks her up while she's still on top of him. She's like, "Oh, you're very strong." Yes, I am. And now, let me show you something really special. And he picks her up right off from him, and he just spins her around. So right now she's upside down, and she's like, he's just you can say having dinner. They're eating together, and I'm trying to make I'm trying to add more detail to this, but I don't know how far is too far, especially with YouTube. And everyone is hearing this nasty slurping noise. It's like, oh, man, I really, the maid's just thinking like, oh, we might need to call someone. It's like, it sounds like he's drowning. In Deku, he's like, he's just thinking, huh? I wonder if anyone else knows about my little anaconda. And May's just It's trying to trying to talk like that's what you do. Oh God. Oh no. It's so messed up. Uh, but hell, if I go help or anything, I'd rather be something I was least proud of. I'm proud. It's this is messed up, but I'm kind of proud about this. Not completely, but I'm kind of proud. and and then out of curiosity, you just open the door and sees them enjoying their meals until the maid she squirts in Deku's face. She climaxes and it's like, and then he just puts it down. He just drops her. He's like, you came before me, and now you need to be punished. The the maids are like looking at this, and he picks her up. He picks up the maid he's been plowing for the last hour or so. He's like, he turns her around and starts going in through the back door. She it's anal. He's going anal, and he starts buying her nipples. And oh damn, I'm trying, I'm trying to give you as much detail as I can. Oh, because one of you had the guts to actually ask for more detail, and, and hopefully YouTube does not get rid of this video. If it does, blame blame the guy who asked for more detail. Says y'all are too scared to do it. Either way, either way, let's see where was I now. In other ways, they get a little they start getting a little wet down there and just thinking like, huh, I got next. And they just says that Deku hears this and he smirks. The maid who's riding him like a cowboy girl was just saying like, what is it? It's like, oh no, nothing. Then he stands up, grabbing her arms and turns her straight towards the door, so everyone can get a good look at her face. And she has those eyes at the back of her head. Her tongue is taking now. She's moaning. She's loving every second of this. And then she sees the other maid's like, and she starts to get tired. She gets tired because she's actually she's like being watched by the other maids because she knows that they're jealous and that they're actually really enjoying the show. And then Deku climaxes, but what what he does it fires like a rocket. She blasts off right next to the door, and the other maids are like, you got. They're just thinking like, okay, yeah, we're going next, and they just bust in the door, saying it's our turn. And Deku looking at them and says, "All right, who's first?" And they all tackle him. It's like, I'm sure you can handle all of us at once. And Deku is just with a sinister grin agrees. And then the scene fades to black. Deku wakes up next morning and goes like, he calls it. It's like, where the fuck are you? It's like, oh, I'm at Momo's place. You see, some the maid staff need my help lifting something. So, right. And he goes put him on speaker and just and Toga listens in on the conversation. She's right next to Iko's like, and she hears a bunch of women snoring. He's like, uh huh, Yeah, I bet you need to. They need your help. Yeah, you need to lift them spirits, didn't you? Toga said just he's like, oh yeah, you know me. I'm always willing to help. Yeah, won't you help yourself to me? Come back home. He goes like, I am not hearing this. Don't you have your own phone? You call him. It's like, fine, but I really don't want him to just plow other women, but forget about me. Like, Shoga, I won't forget about you. Believe me, were you crazy the first time we met, and I definitely can't forget all the weird things you did. He goes with a disgusted look, like, "Oh my god, I am not hearing this." He just gives Toby the phone. She's like, "Oh my god, what is happening to my son? He used to be such a sweet boy." And she decides to think like, oh, maybe I should find a way to knock him down a peg. I need to find someone to. I need to find a woman he can't conquer. Someone he can't bend to his Johnson. And she's thinking of someone that Deku wouldn't be able to. Hold on a second. Yeah, she starts making some calls to some friends she's made, saying if any of them are single, and she gets a few of them to a few of the single ones. She's about to. She's thinking of everyone who's strong-willed, who can at least she thinks I could handle Deku and possibly put him in his place. And then she gets to meet Ski Watch, and she remembers, huh? Wait, no, she's she's with Mazaru. I think that's Bakugo's dad's name. I think it is. But anyway, more on that later. And Jacob gets home. He smells fresh because of course he had to wash up, and the maids are still just breathing all heavy and just with big ass smiles on their faces. That's, yeah, they enjoyed themselves. They enjoyed their little meal they had. They had their fill, you can say. Shit. And they goes walking home and sees Bakugo and Kirishima. He's like, oh, should I mess with them? He's contemplating this. Before he does, he senses something like, wait, what? He, he senses this eerie presence around this alley. Is this things? Ooh, this could be a fight for me. He's wondering, like, okay, let's screw them. Well, considering how much they get along, they might just screw each other. But like I told you before, I am not doing any of that. I am not doing any yaoi scenes. Screw that. I know most of you are guys, and I know a small percentage may be of my audience may be girls, but no, I'm not doing any yaoi scenes. Screw that. Fuck that. No, I'm not doing that. And I have no problem with it, but I do not want to be part of it. What they, what two consenting adults do in their privacy of their own homes or whatever is their business. I don't give two fucks, but I do not want to explain everything that happens because I'm trying to give y'all more detail. I'm trying. I'm trying to see how far I can go without YouTube. Just trying to get rid of more of my videos, and you'll understand. I think I'll end it here. And hell, tell me in the comment section, do you want me to do shorter videos, or do you like the 45, 50-minute videos I do? Tell me in the comments. Anyway, this was part what again? Huh. Hell, I'll figure it out later. Anyway, goodbye, children. Have a nice day.